Guys, today I'm filming the finale for my Project 10 Pan Skincare Edition. If you guys did not see the intro or any of my updates, I will have my playlists linked up here. This project was so fun for me, and if you were unfamiliar, basically I was just trying to use up my full-size skincare products so I could start out 2018 with some new items. And what I really loved is that I was pretty successful with this project, but also when I finished something up, I replaced it with something else, not necessarily to also use up, but just to be able to test out so I could give you guys some mini reviews on skincare products, and I really enjoyed doing that. So in February, I will bring back my sample project pans using up some foil packet and deluxe size products for hair and skin. So get excited for that. And I'm going to give myself the month of January to try to finish off a couple of these other items and just kind of relax with my skincare before jumping into another skincare related project. So I'm just going to jump right into these items and show you guys my progress. The first item here is the Badescu Acne Facial Cleanser. This is where I was at my last update, and here's where I am now. So that's actually quite a bit of progress for me considering how much progress I made these past couple months. So I'm very happy with that. As you can see, it isn't finished off. And in my last update, I told you guys I was going to go ahead and trash it because I've been working on this for 2 years. But that's like, there's so little left I really want to push through, so I believe that I will use this for the rest of the month of January, and hopefully it'll be finished by February when I start my sample project pan. So that's what I'm going to do because I'm so close and I actually love this cleanser. I want to finish it. So this is a great, very lightweight, simple, very refreshing cleanser, and it says it's for acne prone skin, but I don't feel like it really does anything for acne, and I don't find it to be drying, but it also isn't moisturizing. So if you have oily skin and you want a nice basic everyday cleanser, I think this is really nice, and it is something that I would repurchase in the future, but I have a ton of backup cleansers that I need to use, but I'm gonna finish that. I decided I will push through. Then we have my toner. This is the Pixi Glow Tonic 5% glycolic acid exfoliating toner, and I put this in a couple updates back and it started off brand new. Here's where I was at my last update, and now I am all the way down here. So I've used up a ton of products within this past month, and that's because this is a pretty small container. It is only 3.4 fluid ounces. So I feel like I should have this completely finished off by February when I start my new sample project pan. So that's exciting. I really didn't plan on finishing this, but I've been going through it so quickly, and I just use it every single morning to tone my skin. This is very gentle. I do quite enjoy this. I don't love it as much as my Neutrogena Acne Stress Control Toner. That one is a little more intense, which I love, but this is very nice and gentle, and I can see being great for people that have sensitive skin. I really am enjoying using this, and I will be excited to have that used up. And for Christmas, Pixi sent out a huge, I think like 17 fluid ounce bottle, and the label has our names on it. So once I go through my other toners, I'll move on to that, but like that's gonna take me forever to use up. So it's funny looking at that big bottle versus this small bottle, but this should be able to be finished off by February, and I did quite enjoy using that. My next item is the Estee Lauder New Dimension Shape and Fill Expert Serum. I've been using this every single morning, and it's not done yet. I'm trying to look into the packaging. It looks relatively low. I also think this is something that I could finish off by February, using it every morning. And I've been wondering if the L'Oreal Hydro Genius Moisturizer for oily skin is a dupe for this, and I've never tried it, but just seeing people use it, the texture seems very similar. So once I use this up, I think I will purchase that to see if it seems comparable. And again, I don't feel like this does anything for my skin, but I just love the texture and it feels so incredibly smooth. But I know this is a very, very, very expensive product, and it's not something I'd repurchase, but I really love using it every day. So again, hopefully this will be finished off by February. If not, I'm just going to continue using it every single morning until I use it up. And my next item would be my daytime moisturizer. This is the Clinique Pep-Start HydroBlur Moisturizer. I only had a little bit of this left at my last update, and I did finish it completely. I don't like this at all. The consistency is kind of like dry-ish putty glue, and it felt weird going onto my skin trying to smooth it in. No, I feel like this gave a decent amount of moisture for oily skin, but I hated the texture so much. This is not something I'd repurchase at all. Also, in my last update, I told you the moisturizer I was going to move on to next was from Glam Glow, and it was some kind of like glowy moisturizer with a tint to it, and I told you that I didn't think I would like it because it smelled like creamsicles. Also, my packaging was broken, so I had to cut off the top. Well, I cut off the top, I took one sniff and gagged. Like, so intensely overly sweet creamsicle. I knew I would just have a fit if I put it on my face. So it went right in the trash, and I don't regret it at all. I cannot stand that scent. So then I moved on to the next oldest deluxe size moisturizer in my collection, and this is the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream. You guys, this is so cool. So I just squirt a little bit of product into my hands, and when I start rubbing my hands together, it literally feels like water, but it's not runny. I do not know how to explain it. You guys need to try to test this out in store. Just feel the texture. It is so cool. I love feeling it between my fingers, rubbing it onto my skin. It is a really nice moisturizer for oily skin, and it gives the perfect amount of moisture for the morning time. So I've really been enjoying using this. It's not something that I would repurchase because I don't think it really does enough for me, but the consistency and the way it feels in the skin is really freaking cool. So I'm really enjoying using this. Then we have my nighttime serum, which was the Pixi Overnight Glow Serum, and I was able to finish it completely. I did take out the little dropper and I rinsed it out so I can try to use that with other products. And at the end, I was just pouring out the product into my hand. This was a really nice gel-like consistency. A lot of people swear by this, but I didn't notice it doing anything for my skin. It is supposed to gently exfoliate to reveal a healthier, more even skin tone. You guys know I use this every single day for 4 months, and I didn't really notice much from it. So I wouldn't repurchase it, but I didn't mind using it, and I do know a lot of people swear by it. So after I finished this, I moved on to an oil I had in my collection, which is the DermaE Illuminating Rosehip and Cranberry Face Oil. I've only used this about 3 times, so I can't give you too much thoughts yet. And it's my first time actually using a face oil, and boy, oils are so freaking runny. I'm doing just like the tiniest little bit on my hand so it won't run through my fingers. But this is a really nice kind of dry oil. Your skin does not feel too greasy or anything. It almost dries down. So I do like this so far, but as far as consistency goes, I prefer the consistency of this. But this will be something cool and different for me to try out, and I feel like it will last me forever. Then we have my nighttime moisturizer. I was using the Belief True Cream Moisturizing Balm, and at the last update, I had just hit the bottom of the packaging, and I was able to finish it completely. I love the Belief moisturizers. The Aqua Balm is my #1 holy grail daytime moisturizer for oily skin, but this was absolutely incredible as well. I really feel like all nighttime moisturizers for me are the same. I could care less as long as they're very hydrating, and this was very hydrating without feeling really greasy. This is probably one of the best moisturizers for the nighttime that I've ever come across, and I don't know if I repurchase it because I know this is very expensive, but I would be happy to get another deluxe sample or some foil packets of this. I was really surprised with how much I like it because, as I said, I usually find all hydrating moisturizers to be the same, but this was really awesome. So what I replaced it with is the DermaE Hydrating Night Cream. This is quite nice. It definitely is a lot thicker. It feels more like a cream on the skin, and it doesn't sink in as quickly as this one does, which is fine because it's a night cream. I don't feel like it's too gloopy or get to my pillow or anything like that. So I am really enjoying this, and I know that this is a lot cheaper than the Belief, so this will be really nice to use and perfect for the nighttime. And then we have my eye cream. I was using this foil packet sample of the Algenist Complete Eye Renewal Balm with hyaluronic acid, which I've never heard of that before, but that was a really nice eye cream to use both morning and night. It gave my under eyes the perfect amount of moisture without being too oily, and I did not have any trouble applying my concealer over top of that. And I did really enjoy it, and I'm really happy that I have a deluxe sample that I can start using because that was a really, really great eye cream, and I definitely was impressed by that. And then what I'm using now is the Caudalie Premier Crew eye cream, and this is a really nice size, but you guys, this barely gives any moisture, which is great for me because I do have pretty oily under eyes, so I can use this morning and night, no problem. But if you have really dry under eyes, I don't think that this would do enough for you. And then we had my random skincare product. So this is the Pixi Vitamin Wake Up Mist with Orange Blossom and Citrus Extract. As I told you guys in my last update, I was really afraid of this because I do not like citrus scents, but this is so light, you barely notice it. So it was all the way at the top when I had introduced it to the project. This is where it was in my last update, and this is where I am now. And this is about 2 weeks worth of use because I have been out of town for a couple weeks for the holidays, so I'm really happy with this progress. This is something that I'm pretty sure you're supposed to use in the morning, but I always end up using it at night. But I really like it. It smells very fresh, and I actually love using this in combination with a couple other products. I love using that first and then going over top with a DermaE oil, and it just makes it go so much further, and it really just smooths onto the skin easier without any tugging. And it also makes my DermaE Hydrating Night Cream go on a lot smoother, and I also feel like I need less product of these when I use this spray. So I don't think it's something I would repurchase for this reason because these works fine without it, but with it they just work a little bit better. So I'm really loving this little combination. And then I had 2 replacement products for my Garnier Waterproof Micellar Cleansing Water, and I replaced them with 2 DermaE products. The first is the DermaE Vitamin C Micellar Cleansing Water. I started out brand new and now I am down to here. Not a ton of progress on this. This does do a nice job of removing makeup. I've been using this to remove swatches, but I think that the Garnier Waterproof works better for really intense things like liquid liners, really stay put pencil liners, and liquid lipsticks. So for those difficult to remove products, I am able to remove them a lot easier with the Garnier than I am with this. With this, I have to use more product and really do a lot of extra scrubbing. So this is not something so far that I would recommend over the Garnier. This is great if you wear really natural makeup and you don't have a lot of like long wearing waterproof makeup on. This should be fine, but otherwise I think the Garnier does work better. And then I also have the DermaE Nourishing Rose Cleansing Oil, brand new, and now I'm down to here. So I did actually make quite a bit of progress on this, and I've been using this to remove swatches as well. And this does a really nice job of removing those really hard to remove waterproof products, liquid lipsticks, things like that. This does a great job of removing those, so I've really been enjoying this. It does feel pretty oily on the skin, but it is a cleansing oil, so I just go afterwards with some soap and I am good to go. But I have been enjoying this, and I think that this works really well, and this is something that I would recommend. So then I had some body products. This is the Lush Charity Pot Hand and Body Lotion, and the proceeds of this go to Animal Rights Foundation of Florida, which is fantastic. And I use this probably twice since my last update. You guys know I'm just really bad at using lotion, although I am needing it now because my hands do get very dry in the winter time. This product has a honey scent to it, which I don't love, but it isn't too overpowering or sweet. It seems kind of like a natural honey scent, which is pretty pleasant. And the only thing with this is that it is super heavy duty, very moisturizing, but it is very greasy, and it takes a long time to sink into the skin. So this is something I can only use overnight. It isn't something I can use during the day. And there were a lot of times at night where I didn't pull for this because I knew there were a couple more things I had to do, and I didn't want to get greasy mess all over my phone or all over other things. So I think that this does hydrate very nicely, but because it leaves that really greasy residue, it is not something that I would repurchase. But I'm very happy that the proceeds were able to go to a great cause, and this has expired, so I will be throwing this out now. And then for my perfume samples, there were 3 left that I had pulled to use for the fall winter season, and the first 2 here I did not finish up because I did not like them, and that would be the Kat Von D Saint and Sinner fragrances. I tried them on their own, I tried them mixed together, and I did not like either of these. I know a lot of people love them, but absolutely not for me. So I'm going to see if a friend might be interested in these and I can pass them along to them, because I only use each of them a couple times. So there is a lot of product left, but no, I just did not like the scent of these. And then the other perfume sample I have, I did finish completely. And this is the YSL Black Opium Nuit Blanche, Nuit Blanche. So this is a different little spin-off of the Black Opium. I really love this. I'll have the notes on the screen. I was very impressed with this. Now I don't love it quite as much as the original Black Opium. I would love to get another little sample of this, but if I was gonna buy one, I would choose the original Black Opium over this. And then I did have my 2 hair care products. This is the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product, and it's hard to see the lines, but we have intro, first update, second update, third update, and I was able to finish it completely. At my last update, I told you I was having a hard time getting product to come up the little spray here, so I was just pouring it into my hand and using it that way. This is a really nice product. It has a really awesome scent. It makes my hair feel very soft, and I do actually have another of these that I've already started using. This is not something I would purchase though, because it is very pricey, and I'm sure I'm not using it in the way to get the most benefits, because I wash my hair at night, I comb it out, I spray it with this, and then I go to bed and let my hair air dry. If I blow dried my hair, I might be able to see more results from this, or it might be doing more for me. I like the product and I enjoy using it, but I don't really think it does anything for me, so I wouldn't purchase it. And then the other thing, I'm so excited, I used the last bit today. This is the L'Oreal Boosted High Lift Creation Spray. Literally, it is just air. It is just air now, which is so freaking exciting. I'm so glad I finally used it up, because I've had this in my collection for years and years and years. This is an awesome product if you want to tease your hair. It does a really nice job to create that texture, to really lift and thicken your hair, and it also holds really nicely. But I absolutely would not recommend this as a normal hairspray, because your hair is going to be so sticky. This is a very, very sticky product, and just no. And your hair would be like, those curls would be like frozen in place. So I don't recommend this for all over. I do have a backup of this, unfortunately, but I don't plan on opening it until I need it. But if you are wanting something to tease your hair, it is great for that. But I'm so happy that I have that finished off. So guys, that was my Project 10 Pan Skincare Edition finale. I feel very successful with this project. I was able to finish off quite a few things. The couple things that I have left, some of them I think that I can finish by February when I start my sample project pan. And some of these other things I'm just going to continue using until I use them up. I really hope you guys enjoyed this series. I would love to know your thoughts on these products in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.